How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to put a water shroud kit on a BandMask with a 455 balanced regulator. Let's get started. First off, we're going to remove the two lower screws and replace them with the supplied bishop pins. Alright, with the two bishop pins installed, we're going to swing the mask on its side and remove the emergency valve control knob assembly. Now that the emergency valve control knob assembly has been removed, we're going to work on the steady flow next. We're going to remove the whole assembly, but keep the packing nut and stem. Alright, next we're going to remove the bent tube assembly. Alright, with the side block free, ready to install the side block shroud. We're going to insert the one-way and the emergency valves through the square opening on the front of the side block shroud. Alright, with the shroud correctly installed on the side block, we're ready to reinstall everything that was removed from the side block, excluding the bent tube assembly. Alright, with everything correctly installed back on the side block, we're ready to install the regulator shroud. We're going to start by lightly lubricating the end that passes over the adjustment knob of the regulator. Alright, next we're going to go ahead and start slipping the shroud over the regulator. We're going to start with the end that first slips over the adjustment knob. Alright, with the regulator shroud base installed, we're ready to install the bent tube assembly and adapter sleeves. We're going to start by inserting the regulator side of the bent tube into the regulator. We're ready to install our adapter sleeves. Slide them on the bent tube assembly. Now take note, the smaller one goes into the regulator shroud. The larger one goes into the side block shroud. Once done with that, line up the mount nut to the side block. Now, go ahead and torque both sides of the bent tube assembly. Alright, once both sides have been correctly torqued, install the adapter sleeves into the shrouds. Alright, we're ready to install water tubes A and B. One of them will have an arrow facing down. You want that to correspond with the bend of the bent tube assembly. We're ready to install these. We're going to secure them by using the two supplied wider tie wraps on the outer edges. With the two primary tie wraps installed, we're ready to install the other three. One goes in the center of water tubes A and B. The other two are secured on the leading edges of the tubes. all 5 tie wraps installed, we can go ahead and terminate the ends. Alright, we're ready to install the last piece, the access door. Align it so that both leading edges are flush and install the 2 supplied pins. And lastly, push the access door over the bishop pins to secure in place. And just like that, you've got a band mask with a 455 and a water shroud kit. Thanks for watching.